you going to follow Sydney when you get older? Hey, when you're crying, hey, Cooper, when you're crying, you're starting to sound like Hollywood. Big burst for a big boy. Probably more scared doing this than playing in a grand final in footy. What about you, Cooper? You going to follow... Did you say Carlton? No, Carlton, mate. You're not barrack for Carlton? And we never, ever want to barrack for Collingwood, OK? I didn't think it was going to happen, but it has happened. You love Daddy? So basically there is dreams that do come true out there. So to me, this means everything. Right, you're going to be barrack.
A loving father and his newborn sons. But these twins have 3 mothers. She sold her eggs. She rented her womb. And Tammy has paid to take the babies home with her husband, Simon. It's the controversy.
There is no question, absolutely no question, that there are women in other countries that are being exploited.
Dividing Australians.
Are you happy to see those people go to jail?
Well, of course I'm not happy to see people go to jail, but the simple fact is that it is against the law.
Oh, darling.
You can't fight here, you can't fight anywhere.
They've got everything.
Yeah.
Here in Thailand, for $36,000, you can literally buy a baby made to order. You don't need to bring your own sperm, provide an egg, or even have a healthy womb.
44-year-old Tammy and 37-year-old Simon have just bought twins. Born 6 weeks ago, as soon as their Australian passports are ready, they'll be leaving Bangkok for Victoria.
How much money have you spent getting from start to finish?
Saved hard anyway, put it that way.
All up, probably about $35,000.
Tammy and Simon, or Plugger as he's known to his footy mates, married 2 years ago. For Tammy, a registered nurse, it's the second time round. She has 4 sons from her first marriage.
Being a parent is, it's the most special thing you can ever be. It's just, being a parent's everything, it's just special.
But Plugger had never known that joy.
Did you want to have children of your own?
Yes, we did, but because after having my big boys, I had a medical condition where I actually had to have my womb removed, so I was never going to be able to carry a baby.
Why did you have to turn to surrogacy?
Now can we go? We didn't fit the criteria in Australia. We didn't have someone that would be a surrogate for us. We didn't tick all the right boxes, so we had no choice. It was either go overseas or not have a family.
The process began 2 years ago. Through a clinic in Thailand, they were offered a catalogue of choice.
These are all the egg donors? Yes. Okay, so with the egg donors, wow, there's a lot of detail in it. So we know their blood group, we know their nationality. Oh, so we know if they've had children or not before. Okay, oh, good. No smoking, no drinking, very important.
They get to pick the egg donor. The clinic chooses the surrogate.
Is she under a legal obligation to hand the babies over once they're born?
It's a contract. Like you do sign paperwork, like, you know, legitimate contract to say that, you know, she is having a child on behalf of us. And she has every intentions of giving that child to us when they're born. Oh, wow, this girl's studied at university.
Probably more scared doing this than playing in a grand final in footy, but nah, it was very scary.
Plugger donated his sperm, which was injected into the donor's eggs, before 3 embryos were implanted into the surrogate's womb. It worked first time. 9 months later, twins, Jackson and Cooper. But because Tammy has no biological link to the boys, under Thai law, she wasn't allowed to be present at their birth.
Tammy's wasn't allowed to be in there.
So I did what most guys used to do in the old days. I would pace up and down the hallway. But the boys were delivered like within 10, 15 minutes, and they were actually out, and we were up in the nursery probably within half an hour.
Who held them first?
Me. Yeah, me. Geez, I was small.
Compared to you, they're small.
Nah, I mean, that was just a great feeling to be proud to say I'm a dad now.
There's a 6-week wait before they can leave Thailand. Clearances, red tape, passports, checkups before they can legally take their boys home. Handed over at the moment of birth, their surrogate has never held them. Their egg donor has never seen them. But today, she will.
We're going to go and see May. Hey, mister.
Tammy and Plugger are on their way to meet the woman whose eggs created their babies.
What do you want her to know?
How grateful we are that they will be loved and cherished, and they're going to a family of people that just... we love them so much. This wasn't meant to happen.
May is 28 and sold her eggs for $2,600. She's a university graduate with a young son of her own.
My husband. Hey,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Well, I've stepped back to let them have this moment. It must be strange for May. She's holding her own flesh and blood for the very first time.
Do they look like any of your other family? She was my daddy. Your daddy?
Do you know what that means?
Family matter.
Family matters. This means everything to me, and at the moment you're part of my family from now on in. For giving me, had babies to love and cherish for the rest of my life. So from this day onwards, you are in my family, and I'll never forget you.
Give her a hug, sweetheart.
May, thank you so, so much. You were such a special person to us.
Why not foster? Why not adopt?
Foster care, it's not permanent. You know, it's not, the kids come to you for a short time, and then they're gone. You know, adoption, we would be waiting 5, 10 years. We could never adopt. It would never happen in Australia.
Did it feel like almost shopping?
I never looked at it that way. It was just the end goal, the end result was just having our babies, and that's what we wanted. So it was, I never kind of looked at it like that, no.
But it is a commercial transaction. Their surrogate was paid $17,000, i.e. is a mother of 2. This was her first time carrying other couples' children. How do you feel when people use the terms rent a womb and human incubators?
It just makes me so angry.
Hey, Tammy.
Not only has she given us the most precious thing she could ever give us, we've helped her and her family set up for the rest of their life as well. So it's a win-win situation.
Look at that.
Cute.
Oh, look at him.
Wonderful.
We can never, ever help her enough. Like, if we could, we'd give her the world for what she's given us. So it's not the dirty, nasty thing that they make it out to be.
I believe international commercial surrogacy should be illegal right across Australia.
You had a suburban house, basically a baby-selling business. If that's not evil, I don't know what is.
Women are being exploited, and that should be a criminal offence.
In the back streets of Bangkok, the business of surrogacy has taken a sinister turn.
This is a type of human trafficking that nobody had ever experienced. It's just evil. It's almost like going into a shop. You know, you put your money down and you get your commodity, and that's basically what these babies have become, is commodities.
These are Vietnamese women who were lured across the border with the promise of work. To the outside world, the company was legitimate, offering surrogate services to cashed-up Taiwanese couples. The human desire for children has fueled massive demand, and criminal gangs have moved in.
These are Taiwanese businessmen who set up shop here in Thailand, basically a baby-selling business. They had a suburban house that had women that were imprisoned and basically forced to carry these children. A number of the women indicated that they were told that when they get to Thailand, they were going to have a job. And when they arrived, they were told there was no job, that basically they were going to be impregnated. They said no, but basically they were impregnated anyways. Often raped for that process to take place.
How widespread is the trafficking of surrogates?
You're always going to have people that are seeking to get babies that can't get it from their own bodies. There's a huge demand for babies. There are a lot of people out there, for whatever reason, they just can't have them. And they are willing to do whatever it takes for that to happen. They want to be parents. So with this large desire, with this great demand, there's always going to be people out there who are going to take advantage of the fact that they can get something out of this.
Women are being exploited, and that should be a criminal offence. And people that aid and abet that should be treated as such.
In March last year, Linda Burney made it illegal, punishable by jail, for New South Wales couples to bring home a surrogate child from overseas. Is it fair to turn people who just want to have children into criminals?
Well, laws are made as deterrents.
But if the surrogate and the donor are getting paid and they're happy, and the parents are happy, it seems like everybody wins. What's the problem?
Well, you've forgotten one important person in that description, and that's the child. If a child grows up not knowing its whole history, if that child grows up not being able to put together their life, then I can assure you that that child experiences great stress and anguish.
Have you thought about the moment when the boys realise that they have three mums?
I've thought about it, but they're going to grow up knowing the truth. They're going to know that their mum and dad wanted them so badly that they were willing to go and do anything to have them.
In some states, it's illegal to bring back a surrogate baby. Do you think it'll force parents underground?
Definitely. Well, it will. It already has. I mean, we need to be realistic about it. What the government's doing is just wrong for people that want to have families. You know, if we were drug dealers or if we were out killing people, fine. You know, put a law on it, but all we're wanting is a family, and if that's a crime, then, yeah, we're doing the wrong thing.
Would you risk jail for your boys?
Yep. I'd have no qualms with it.
To celebrate the birth of Tammy's twins, the three mothers are letting captured birds fly free. Thai Buddhists believe it brings good luck.
It was just so special to have all of us together with the boys. That was just very emotional.
Why?
Because they made our dream come true. They gave us... They gave us our beautiful boys.
Your two little Aussies are home.
They are home.
In May, Jackson and Cooper arrived in Australia.
They're our world. They're every bit a part of us. We've got a whole future to be with them and watch them grow up. And you know, every little thing they do is just amazing. You know, it sounds silly, but you look at it, the world through their eyes, and it's such a nicer place.
Hello.
No, not a day now, or not even an hour, I don't smile and kick myself to be able to have this dream come true.
Hello, what you doing? What you doing? Hey. Yeah. Oh, really now? It's
Tim Noonan there. And in New South Wales, Queensland and the ACT, buying surrogate children from overseas brings a maximum punishment of up to 3 years in jail.